Hi!
Hi!
This is Diamonds, Demons, and Mushrooms. We are a podcast that likes to make podcast things and games and words and things.
And sentences.
So that's our
Nouns.
podcast.
Sentences.
So I think that'll be all we have today for this podcast.
Yeah, I think so too. Now that E3 is done, there's nothing, right? No news?
Yep, there's no podcast anymore.
Okay.
No more.
It's over.
All done. We just say bye. We just say hi and then we say bye. Hi, bye.
Bye!
just let people know that we're still alive.
Shortest episode ever.
We are live.
And then 1 minute
seconds.
later,
Actually,
the podcast was over.
1 minute later. Alright, so, how are you guys doing?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah,
Pretty good?
I suppose.
How's you, Ron?
I'm alive.
Yeah.
I worked a lot today, and now I'm going to do a podcast. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm recording a podcast.
Whoa!
Hey, me too.
You don't need to break the fourth wall here.
We have so much in common right now, Ron.
Oh my god, we're like the same person, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Alright, so, should we do our what we played for the last week?
Sure.
Better get Ron's fucking huge ass list
Yeah.
out of the way. Apparently.
Always bigger than your guys' because you guys are bitches that don't play.
Stop playing
we're not
too many
machines. Jesus.
What?
I said we're not machines. Jesus. Like, I don't know how the hell you get through all these games.
I didn't get through all of them. I played all of them, but you know me.
Alright, go for it, Ron. Let us know.
Should I go first this time?
Yeah, go
Go
for it.
for it.
Fuck, finally. Okay.
Douche.
Alright, so let's see. I played a few games. One of them was Grow Home, which is basically... I got it... Okay, the funny story about this game. I got it... I heard about how good this game was from listening to the Giant Bomb podcast, actually. They're like super popular. They're like super in love with it and actually put it on their top 10 for the year, I think. So
Ooh.
I was like, oh, I should get this game. It's on sale on PSN for $5. So
And then you hated it.
No. And then about a few days later, the Humble Bundle launched, and
that's right.
$1, and it was $1 on the Humble Bundle. So I was like, damn, I paid $5. And then later on, when I don't know what I think I was just reading a thread on Reddit, and apparently I already had Grow Home from PlayStation Plus. So I had it free on the subscription, and I paid $5 to own it. So
Good
I
job.
hope you really enjoyed it.
GGWP.
in all honesty, it was kind of shitty, but it was basically so I don't know if you guys ever played Octodad, but it plays kind of similarly to Octodad in that you have to like you control your character's limbs essentially, mostly his arms only, but he flails around and shit. And your whole goal is basically just to explore this world and grow a home. So you basically climb on these plants, and you have to like climb up them, and you can like grab flowers, pull them off, and like fly through the air, kind of. But you have to essentially push a button to let these sprouts grow out, these roots, and you latch onto the roots, and it attaches to things that generate power source for the actual root. I don't know, that helps it grow taller. So basically, all the goal is just to climb. It's just to climb to the top of the world. So that's the entire goal of the game. And then once you get to the top of the world, you just put the seed from the giant plant.
Are you home then?
Into your spaceship.
Are you home?
And you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you're home.
I don't know. It was okay. It was mildly enjoyable, but I don't know. It just wasn't much. So it only took like 3 hours to beat, probably.
So a short one.
Pretty short, yeah. I don't know if you like Octodad or anything like that. It's not as funny or anything. It's just kind of an exploration game more than anything. So I didn't get all the collectibles. I didn't play it completely. You can do a lot more in the game just by going for the collectibles, but whatever. It was okay. So that's Grow Home. And then I also started playing Unravel. It's another game I bought on that sale on PlayStation. It was basically a platformer that you are a little yarn, kind of cat-looking thing. And you're using yarn basically to just get where you need to go. I think you're just going through these like little memories. So like you go next to a picture in their house because like the whole setting is like you're in a house that people lived in. I don't know what the actual backstory is on it. But.
So is it pretty similar to Little Big Planet so far, or not? Is it?
In terms of the color and the atmosphere, maybe, but it's more almost like you're in the real world. So it's like when you're walking by, birds are like attacking you, or like cars are driving by. Like you have to avoid the cars and shit. Yeah, it's just little stuff like it's like you're a yarn in the actual world. So I don't know. It looks pretty good. I'm actually enjoying it more than Grow Home, but it's very plain, I guess. I don't know, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm not done yet. I've beaten 7 of the levels out of 12 of them, so there's a few more to do. Pretty close. Another game I played and beat was Call of Juarez Gunslinger, which is basically like, it's a Western shooter, so it's a first-person shooter. It's just like level by level, so you go through and you like kill a bunch of dudes, and it's a pretty neat story. It's like this guy in a bar telling this story about revenge on this one guy he got for killing his brother or something. So I don't know. It was pretty fun. Basically a very
game.
Yeah, it's just a very arcadey feel to it. So you get points on each level just for killing people certain ways, and there's like slow down time as a skill or whatever. So I don't know. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Neat.
Not much to say about it, just a pretty basic level-by-level shooter, so... I also picked up, I think I talked about it last week or the week before that I bought these games, but I bought Rory McIlroy PGA Tour on PlayStation, and goddamn, I'm a beast at that game.
You're playing like on super ultra easy mode then, or what?
No, man, there's no levels, it's just the campaign.
Sure,
and I've been getting like 18 under on every one of them, so... I don't know.
So you're playing on ultra easy mode.
Yeah, I'm playing on ultra easy mode.
Super ultra easy mode.
I'm sure it'll get harder, but I don't know. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. I haven't played a PGA Tour game since like Tiger Woods 2005, so
Nice.
Figured why not. So it's a golf game, pretty simple. So also played some Overwatch with Matt, a lot more since Buf got it this week. So but nothing really new on that front. Competitive's coming out soon.
We'll talk about that, I think. Right?
Roadhog a lot now. What did you say?
I said we'll talk about competitive, I think, a little bit later.
Yeah, a little bit. I also play a little bit of Rocket League just to try out the new stuff. I haven't tried the new Rocket Labs map, but I did try Neo Tokyo, which was one of the Rocket Labs maps that they put into the actual ranked now. So pretty fun. I don't know. Some people are complaining about it, but I think the more maps they put in there, the better, because it's more variety then. So I don't mind.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And some of the if you have more items, if you've gotten a lot of duplicate items, you can now trade them in for like better quality items and stuff. So I've got a bunch of the cool boosts because I've played 500 something hours, so I had a ton of items, just duplicates already sitting there when I started. So
wait, you can get duplicate items now?
Yeah, you always could. Or not always, but since one of the older updates, you didn't have anything to do with them until now. So.
Oh, okay.
And then I also just play a little bit Pokemon Black. Got to the second town with the second gym, I think. So, or maybe I'm on the way to that. I can't remember. It's been a little. I played it towards the end of, or towards the beginning of this last week. So I don't know. Enjoying that. It's pretty good. Haven't really put a lot of time into it because I'm not gonna beat it until probably next month anyway. So I'm trying to beat a bunch of other games.
Because you're not a machine, is what you're saying?
Because I'm not a complete machine. Okay. See, all these games he's
only partial
kind
machine.
Of short.
Only partial. Yeah. Only games that aren't Pokemon, he's a machine on. Gotcha.
Yep. And then there's Sleeping Dogs, which was the other game I played this month, and was absolutely my favorite game I played this week. I should say. I said month before, but it's basically like a GTA type clone set in Hong Kong. So you're dealing with the triads and all that shit. Yeah. There's certain things in the game that I've noticed, like using your phone while you're driving, shit like that. That it seems like GTA kind of actually picked up on.
So GTA is a sleeping
question.
Dog.
Are there sleeping dogs in the game?
Oh, I think there's dogs, but I don't know if they're sleeping.
Okay. We can't have another Pillars of Eternity.
So it's better than non-Pillars of non-eternity.
Yeah, I'd call this barking dogs instead of sleeping dogs.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the game is absolutely fantastic. The story was interesting all the way through, and the ending actually held up, so I was surprised.
Well, there you go.
A game like
well,
this.
there you go.
I don't know. And I started it just thinking, I'm just going to play through the main story, cross it off my list, and then I ended up being like, fuck, I have to play all these side missions because I'm enjoying this game so much. So I did actually play a lot of it, so I think it took me like 15 hours to beat it or so.
Nice.
It was very good, very enjoyable. If you like GTA-style games, seriously pick this up. It's underrated. It's actually $7.50 on the Steam sale right now, so...
Definitive
if I can
edition,
get that shit.
Of course.
The definitive, yeah. Which, I played the base edition, because I bought it before the definitive launched, but yeah. I don't think they even sell the base edition anymore.
No, they do not.
Yep. But yeah, that's all I played for the week.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, bud.
I'll go and go next.
Okay.
No,
yeah, I'm going.
Don't okay, go.
Don't
okay,
tell me my life.
Good job. I love you.
Okay. So I decided to put some variety in the games I've been playing, so you're not just sick of hearing me talk about Doom.
Holy shit!
Every fucking week.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But you still play Doom.
Hey,
you still play Doom.
Variety. So... I said variety, not completely eliminated, alright?
I think this podcast has to end when there's a week that you don't
play
Doom.
No, yeah, because last time he said that he wasn't going to play Doom next week, he played Doom next week, so...
I know.
This is like 2 weeks in a row now that he's said that, yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Well,
we have it recorded. It's online. We can prove this to you. Okay.
You can't hold me to that.
Okay.
He'll get addicted to one of his other games soon, so...
Maybe during the fall.
Yeah, maybe after summer when he'll be done with Doom.
So I decided to play a little bit more Fallout 4, finish up some of the last little missions that I had in Far Harbor. I still couldn't get one of them to trigger, so I kind of gave up on it. It was the one with the vault on the island, so I could never find where it was or get to trigger, so I just said fuck it. For now,
okay. Maybe
I'll go back into it once the Vault DLC drops and Nuka World drop or something.
Nice.
Then besides that, I played... Yes, I did play Doom. I started my nightmare run, and I've only been doing like a mission per night, so I'm like halfway through the missions again, just because each mission's been taking me a little bit longer. So it's just because they're that much harder. I keep dying. And I actually decided to... for some reason I got the itch to play Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies from PlayStation 2 again. So I played the first couple missions on that the other night.
What the hell is that game?
You don't know what that is?
No.
It's a jet, not simulator, but I guess it'd be a... I don't want to call it a simulator, but it's an action simulator, I guess.
Semi-realistic flight simulation.
Yeah.
Is the Wikipedia term for it.
Huh.
For which one?
For
Just the series.
No. Yeah. Shattered Skies, the one that you were playing.
Well, they're all kind of the same.
I figured.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of the Ace Combat games, and 4 was probably my favorite because I played it all the time growing up as a kid. So, and I'm really hoping that, because I believe they're coming out with a new one soonish. I really hope it's going to be on PC, and be actual good, unlike the abortion that Assault Horizon was. Because I don't know.
Oh shit! Actual good. They should call it Ace Combat 5. Actual good.
No, it'd be like Ace Combat 10 at this point.
Yeah, that's true. There's a shit ton of them. And then I actually started to play Saints Row the Third, so I haven't actually ever played it before, or any Saints Row game for that matter. So
that's another GTA clone, right?
It is.
Saints Row is Bay, man.
Saints Row. I played. Is the fourth one the new one?
The fourth one is the newest one.
Okay, then I played the third then.
Cool.
How do you like it so far?
Third.
It's alright. I don't know, I think I just have to kind of get into it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of repeated missions and stuff.
That's kind of what I figured, but I do like the commentary that the characters actually do. So
yeah. It's kind of a light humor. I love the missions where you try to rack up a hospital bill. Those are my favorites. You literally just jump out in front of cars and try to fly around everywhere and get breakdowns.
Don't spoil it for me, Ron.
Just wait until you get the giant dildo as the weapon.
Oh yes, that's what it is. Jesus. And I think it's Saints Row 4 that has a dubstep gun, not the third one, but I don't remember. I think it's the fourth one though. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll find out.
Just because the fourth one has aliens in it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I've really been playing.
That's hot.
Alright.
So hot. I'm not a machine like Ron.
Yeah, no, neither am I. I played even less than you did, it looks like. Well, game-wise. So I started, I don't know if I started Pokemon Black last week or not, but I beat the first gym, is basically where I'm at, so I'm a little bit behind Ron.
Just a bit.
And then I also played Overwatch. My roommate bought it, and so me and Ron played with him like all weekend. So I didn't really play too many other games, but I also started Witcher 3, right? I think I started it this week as well. So Witcher 3.
That's all you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is definitely going to be the game I'm going to be talking about for the next couple weeks because it's amazing.
Yeah. It's so good.
I didn't think it was gonna hold up to all the hype, but it definitely does. It's definitely as good as people say it is, and I would be willing to say it's better than Fallout 4. And I'm a huge Fallout fan, and I'm a huge Bethesda fanboy. So for me to say that, definitely admitting.
Does it sting?
Not really. It doesn't sting. I just it definitely is. It's an amazing game so far, and I'm only just a few hours into it, so probably 10 or so maybe now. So
if anybody knows what Bloody Baron is, he hasn't even gotten to Bloody Baron yet.
No, I haven't, and I haven't even sexed any pretty ladies yet. So I feel like
I thought that game was full of sexing.
I thought so too, but I have not.
Apparently
sexed
not
anybody.
the first 10 hours.
Well, you've seen a lot of tits already, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. The first time I met this one chick, she was just tits are out. I'm like, okay, whatever, you do you, I guess.
You do you,
or I do you,
or I do you. Maybe that exactly. All right, that's all I played though. Just Pokemon, Witcher, and Overwatch. So.
Fuck yeah. Woo. Awesome. So what have you guys purchased this week?
So Steam sale started today, and
yeah,
I purchased a lot of things. I bought Duck Game 4-pack, and then I gave a copy to Chase and a copy to Ron. I bought In Existence, which is a 8-bit platformer, kind of, I would say.
Interesting. I'd have to look into that.
I bought Refunked, which was $1.50, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
And it's described as a short, beautiful platformer, and I was like, I have to buy this. And I bought Stardew Valley and Stick of Truth. So.
Interesting. I'll have to look into those other games that you have on there.
Yeah.
I never heard of it. In Existence.
Bunch of indie titles.
Yeah, there are a couple of indie titles. In Existence has pretty. They both have really good. In Existence is $3 and Refunked is, $1.50. So yeah, between the two games, I paid $4, and I think I'm gonna enjoy both of them. So.
Nice. Matt already said I got Duck Game from him. I'm planning on probably buying a few things from the Steam sale, probably right after this podcast recording. I gotta look at some of the stuff I was planning.
No, we play Duck Game after this.
Well, I'll do both at the same time. You don't know my life.
Okay, I don't. You're right. Sorry.
He's a machine. He can do multiple.
He is a machine. Ron the machine.
And then I decided to finally pick up a tablet because I haven't had a tablet in a while. It's not the most amazing one, but I just figured it'd be kind of neat to have when it worked. So I got a Galaxy Tab E8, I guess. So got it on sale for $40. So
really.
Yeah, it's normally $300, I guess, so that's kind of the reason I went for it. I wasn't planning on getting one, but...
Old stock, apparently, or something?
I think they had a Father's Day promotion at Verizon, and then the guy, said, if I got this, $35 fee waived, would you get this? And I'm like, sure, why not? And he got the fee waived for me, so...
Huh.
He was very convincing.
Apparently.
Yeah. But it's pretty nice. It's a Galaxy, so it's not... it's good quality. It's not the highest resolution, or it's not the best looking, or the fastest, but gets the job done. So
1280 by 800 resolution. That's not too bad though. That's
not awful.
That's not quite HD, or not quite full HD, I guess.
Yeah, not bad for like $40. So
no,
that's kind of what I thought
for $40. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And then I think, Chase, you just got Duck Game as well.
Yeah, I just got Duck Game, and from that, and I don't know what I'm gonna be getting from the Steam sale, if anything, yet, besides probably the Hearthfire DLC for Skyrim, so I can have all the DLC, so I can get the.
Isn't that like actually kind of expensive now too?
It's
like
25% off.
Yeah,
I think that one's only like $5 though, isn't it? Like base.
Yeah,
cost?
it's normally $5, and it's like right now it's $3.74.
Yeah, that's not too bad though.
Yeah. Did you look at the Legendary Edition to see if that's on sale? Because it might be part of that.
It's bundled. Yeah, so
it's on sale, but I don't know if it's going to be much cheaper or not. I didn't look yet.
I think, well, it depends on, I think it'll add the percentage off on the bundle, whatever you get for the bundle, so it might end up being like 35% off. I don't know, I own everything in the bundle, so I can't look right now, but...
Yeah, same here. That's why I figured I'd have you look. But cool.
Yep.
Alright, I guess we'll move on to gaming announcements and news.
Quite a bit of news this week, actually, as well. So.
Yeah.
The post E3 news.
For sure.
Post E3.
Which really has nothing to do with E3, but it just is. Alright.
I'll let Chase start.
Yeah, I'll kick it off. So today, June 23rd, is the 20th anniversary of the Quake series, so I thought that was pretty neat.
That's pretty neat!
So go play some Quake.
Go do it.
Do it.
Don't play Duck Game, play Quake.
Okay, I'll do it.
First go buy Quake.
No!
Ooh. Yeah, so happy birthday, Quake.
Cool. And then another kind of news piece is that Mighty No. 9 came out, and apparently it's trash.
So
I have a couple other friends that actually enjoy it, so I don't know.
Did they play old Mega Man games? Because from what I've heard from people that love the old Mega Mans, at best they think Mighty No. 9 is okay.
Oh.
I believe they played the old ones, so I don't know. They seem like they're pretty big nerds, so.
I shouldn't say sucks ass, I guess, but it got like
it got like a 5 from IGN, I think.
Yeah, I got like a 5 out of 10 on a lot of sites.
I don't trust anything fucking IGN says.
It's not just IGN though.
No,
it's not Call of Duty,
IGN.
so it's not gonna get anything above a 5.
I actually kind of trust IGN's reviews. I'm not gonna lie, like I usually
unless
I don't live or die by
AAA,
them.
Like Call of Duty gets like 9 out of 10 every year, and
Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, anybody that pays them enough money.
Well, it's like the reason those games are getting like a lot is because like they have different people that reviewed them from last year.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So like it's not the same person, but like
it definitely does depend on the reviewer, but it seems like consistently they have people that like do not like the genre or do not like that type of game playing and reviewing that game. So they're like, oh, this fucking sucks, or this is pretty shitty, or this is only average. So,
it's one of those things too, like when it comes to Assassin's Creed and COD, where individually, they're not bad games. No, none of them are, to be honest.
No, but it's just
it's the fact that they're released every year.
Yeah,
and they're barely.
But they're not reviewing the series as a whole. They're reviewing that specific game.
The game. Yeah. So in that aspect, I don't necessarily blame them for semi-high reviews for those titles. But
with games in that kind of, but with those games, you kind of have to take into account the series because did they change anything from the previous game? Was there enough to warrant such a high score? In regard to, is there new stuff, I guess? I don't know. That's kind of how I see it, but...
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I get that, I
don't know.
That's how it works, though. I don't know.
It's a tricky subject with that. I don't know. I don't take reviews as a huge indicator, but I take a series of, like, all bad reviews as a bad indicator of a game being bad, so...
Yeah.
So that's just what I was going to say about Mighty No. 9. It's the big thing about this is this was a kickstarted game. People paid for this game to be created, and it ended up being kind of mediocre at best. So
I want to say something about Mighty No. 9. I saw on Reddit today that the credits last for
4 hours.
4 hours
Yeah,
because
4 hours.
all 70,000 people that backed the game are listed.
Yep. Even the anonymous ones, that's the thing. They're marked as anonymous, but still marked with their unique number.
Yeah.
And they didn't just
God.
like squash those together as like
One anonymous.
this block through this block is anonymous or whatever. It's just like anonymous number 7,523.
Yep.
They probably should have done that.
How insane would that? I'd like if that I wouldn't. I would just turn off whatever I was playing that on and feel like, nope, bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Screw that.
All right. Next bit of news. Overwatch competitive beta launched this week on PC at least. I don't think it's launched on anything else. And the actual launch of competitive is soon. End of June, I think, is what they promised.
Probably before this next podcast recording. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
So, I haven't played the competitive at all, but I have a coworker who does, and he said it was like extremely insane. Like the people he was playing against were really good. So, I don't know. I'm excited. Also, I'll combine this. Overwatch breaks 10 million players. So, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a lot of people.
That's a very large number.
I don't know, like what. I honestly don't know if that's big or not.
I heard that.
Other games.
I don't remember where it is, but in one country, it might have been Japan or something.
Korea.
Apparently, Overwatch. It might have been Korea that Overwatch actually overtake League of Legends.
That was. I think it was Korea. I think I remember seeing that in Korea. So, which is actually huge. That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Have we seen stats like what's the most concurrent players?
I'm not sure. That's something they should really list on the homepage.
I mean, it'd be cool if they did, but
I don't know what Rocket League does. So
yeah, I don't know if they have that stat for WoW even or not. So
probably not. Well, maybe it's probably online somewhere.
I'm sure they do, but I don't know if they publish it or if someone. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt they've released it in an article at some point for WoW, but I don't know about Overwatch since it's
right. But I mean,
totally new.
like instant, like total or like current, concurrent players.
It'd be nice to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be interesting. In other news, Bethesda updated their creation kit to help try and mitigate mod piracy. They now implemented a rule where the creation kit has to be linked to a Steam account that owns a copy of Fallout 4 in order to allow uploading to Bethesda.net's mod repository. So,
which is a very good counter for all the issues that we're having.
Yeah,
I'm actually really surprised that this wasn't something like right away, because it seems like it kind of should have been.
It'd be interesting. Go ahead.
I don't know if it will totally mitigate or stop piracy, but at least help mitigate it. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
It won't be as easy for people to do it, so it'll be interesting to see if they end up doing the same thing for Skyrim as well, because they're doing.
I would almost guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since it's already in place with Fallout, it's going to be really easy to do it with Skyrim.
I'm guessing it's just a server side thing, so it'll be in place day one probably for that.
Mm-hmm.
At least I hope.
I would assume all their future games will have mod support too, so should be interesting.
Yep, oh, yeah. I would assume so.
Cool. Next thing is that Phil Spencer announced that keyboard and mouse support is coming to Xbox One in the coming months. So, I don't know how this is really going to work, because I feel like certain games are not going to allow you to play with a keyboard and mouse, especially online games. But
yeah, how is this going to work?
Maybe it's more for the UI itself. I don't know.
Is this going to?
Well, there's already external modules you can buy that had keyboard and mouse support for games. I mean,
yeah,
I can't remember what it's called, but I know someone that has one for his Xbox One because he's a big PC player. So
yeah,
is this going to completely destroy like competitive COD play on Xbox? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if they allow it, I just don't think that they're going to allow keyboard and mouse. That
I guess, yeah. I guess.
Plus, I don't know. Even if they launch it, I don't know how many people are going to use it. That's my thing too.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a serious Call of Duty player on the PC, grab one of those and be like, "All right, I'm gonna go f all these console plebs."
Keep in mind how shitty it'll probably feel playing on a console with like 30 frames per second with keyboard and mouse. So.
On Call of Duty of all things.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's 60, but
60.
Yeah,
doesn't Xbox do 60?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most games are 60 now.
Well, it depends on the game.
Well,
most
yeah,
games are 30 still.
Are they? I thought it was like.
I don't know about that.
It depends upon the game. A lot of first-party titles are 60, but third parties are mostly 30.
It's 900p and then upscaled to 1080, right?
There
But
you
the
go.
native output of the Xbox is 900p.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You go.
I don't know. It of course varies game to game. So
yeah,
be interesting to see what they do, though. I mean, because there's already that third-party piece that can do that, so just adding first-party support shouldn't be that hard. But like you guys mentioned, if games allow it,
yeah,
I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oops. Next bit of news. No Man's Sky developers settle lawsuit with Sky TV.
Sky TV is based in the UK, by the way.
Did not know that.
No. Yep, they're a UK TV ISP, or are they ISP or just TV?
Might be a network.
I think just network TV or whatever.
TV.
Basically anything with Sky in the name, they sue. That's why SkyDrive from Microsoft got renamed to OneDrive.
Really?
Yep.
So
that's why.
This is speculated the reason for delay, but like, can Sky TV honestly win something like that? Like, can they honestly be like, no, you can't use the word Sky?
They've already done that, like I said, with Microsoft.
Yeah, but did Microsoft just say like, hey, this isn't worth it, we're just going to change it? Because No Man's Sky obviously won.
Well, I think it more has to do with the context of the name, too, because, I mean, No Man's Sky is very different than Sky with something in the same word.
So is SkyDrive, like, that has nothing to do with...
Sky TV, yeah. I think that's insane.
But it's,
That's definitely insane.
I think it's fucked up. It's kind of like, wasn't Fine Bros, wasn't that an issue, too, with the reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were trying to sue anyone that had reaction video in their title or something.
Yeah.
I feel like King was trying to do that with Candy Crush too.
Yes, they were. I believe that's true.
That's insane. To shut down anything that had candy in it or something like that.
That's retarded.
That's insane.
Okay, so here I'm reading one of the Microsoft versus Sky TV. It was that they lost a trademark infringement case, is what it ended up being. So they did actually lose the case. They didn't settle out of court.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So they actually lost it, which is really dumb.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think they should have that much power on one common word like that.
Yeah, on a common, Whatever.
That's silly.
That's very silly.
I'm surprised Sky let No Man's Sky keep the name, honestly. Like, as big of assholes they are with their name like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the details of that are, or if they'll ever come out, because it was kind of under the hood that information kind of came to be.
Yep.
I think they just randomly announced on Twitter one day that they won the suit, so...
Yeah. Yeah, this was going on. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's probably why it was delayed.
Anyway.
Rocket League patch launched, and Season 3 includes custom quick chat, rare and very rare items, new maps, and some other changes in it as well.
Yeah. My favorite new chat spam is WHEW. Whew! Like, I seriously, like, no matter what happens, I just spam whew, 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 whew. It just works for every situation.
God.
So, yeah,
like,
good shit.
Is it the nice shot replacement?
You can put it wherever you want. You could literally make every single one of your quick shots the same thing if you wanted. You could make all of them wheel.
That's awesome.
You can be wheel lad.
Wheel lad. Awesome. Next thing, Ubisoft has recently announced that Watch Dogs 2 will not have the signature area unlocking towers that every freaking Ubisoft game has.
That's surprising.
Yeah, that is,
Which
actually.
is pretty, I was going to say, it's pretty different, because pretty much every game they've put out, even, like, The Crew had area unlocking towers. All the Far Cry games, Assassin's Creed,
Watch, it's going to be something similar, but you're just going to launch up a drone in the air in specific spots.
It'll be something dumb like that,
I can see that happening, actually. Yeah. That's
I bet that will
pretty
be
accurate.
I bet it will be.
That would be freaking hilarious.
You heard it here first,
People
folks.
be
It's gonna be a drone.
You heard it here first.
All right.
But yeah.
Next up for news, Palmer Luckey defends VR exclusively DRM with the Rift.
Yeah, I heard about this today, and that's another reason for me to avoid the Rift, and I'll go with a Vive if I ever get a VR device.
They're already kind of ruining their player base by doing all this fucking exclusive shit. Like, people are gonna go for the Vive now instead, even though the Rift got more social media attention right away.
Yep. They're just kind of screwing themselves and shooting themselves in the foot with this. But their reasoning behind it was because they're basically funding startups.
Yeah.
And making it easier for like them to get into VR or whatever, which I don't know. Yeah.
Honestly, if you do that and then don't make them exclusive, that just makes you look like a better company.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a double-edged sword itself because wouldn't you want those companies?
Maybe a.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, wouldn't you want those companies that you're helping start up like do well and like be able to sell their product on multiple different devices? Like I don't know. Yeah, it just seems dumb.
Kind of setting themselves up for setting themselves up for failure.
Yeah.
If they did like timed exclusive for everything, but like from what I heard, like even Super Hot, that's gonna be exclusive because they're funding a shit ton for
Actually,
that.
if you look at reviews for Super Hot on Steam right now, like recent reviews are all terrible because of that, because of the VR issue. Yeah.
Yeah, really? They're gonna get a lot of backlash for that. I guarantee that.
Even the developers of these games that are just, they're fine, like, are getting backlash for it. So.
Yep. Yeah, I think what'll end up happening is developers will just be like, no, we don't want to just be on the Rift. We're gonna do this ourselves, type of thing. So
it'll just be a publicity nightmare. They just get backlash just because they're
on the Rift
supporting one where. And then add in the fact that Gabe Newell himself even said that that's poisonous for the VR environment. And
oh yeah, I saw that email or whatever that he sent to someone.
Did like Bethesda say what VR was going to be on? HTC Vive.
Vive. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if they said exclusive,
but Vive is open.
Just...
Vive is open though. So
Vive is open source, so it should work. Yeah.
That's true.
Like they try to have stuff that unlocks all other games for all their players too. So.
Yep. Oh, and speaking of unlocking stuff, the DRM thing for the Rift, I was reading the article and they commented on that as well. How basically Palmer Luckey backtracked on his comments about how he would like originally said like, oh yeah, it's fine if end users mod the games and stuff like that to work on other headsets or whatever, stuff like that, and now he goes and says this with DRM and VR exclusivity for the Rift, so
yeah
he's kind of digging himself into a hole there.
He definitely is.
Dumb bitch. But yeah, God, leave me alone, cat. I'm recording a podcast.
Mine was crawling all over me too. Give her the pets, or him the pets.
Give him. I'm trying to, but I stop and he freaks out.
Pet him harder.
I should. I'll smack his booty.
Ooh. Oh my God!
Kidding.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just petting his booty. All right, go do the next thing.
Please do the next thing.
No more talking about kitty cats.
Wow.
But that's how the internet works. We'll get millions of views now if we talk about kitty cats. Can we rename our podcast to Diamonds, Demons, and Kitty Cats?
Yes. I like it.
No, we should just name the podcast Cats, Kitties, and Kitty Cats.
I was just going to say that, actually. I was just going to say that's what we should do. God.
It's done.
And then we can say, you cat to be kidding me right now. Like, all the time.
that would be your new catchphrase instead of Squirtle Squirt.
Matt, you just leave right now. Just get out.
No, just get out. Just
no more.
Get out.
Bye. Bye. See you guys.
Bye. Anyway, our last news item. Are they a publisher or developer?
Tiny Build?
Both, Tiny Build?
They're kind of both, right?
Tiny Build, yeah.
I think
publisher. Yeah, they're an indie, aren't they? Anyway, Tiny Build, whatever they are, accused G2A of selling $450,000 worth of keys for several games that they say are stolen or not legit.
Yep. Stolen from their site, I think, was the thing. their store.
Yeah, and G2A responded and said that the Tiny Build has 3 days to get back to them so that they can work with them and basically give them a list of keys that they think are stolen or whatever. And Tiny Build replied with no, because you'll just sell our keys for more profit. So
yeah. So
I mean, G2A is trying to work with them, but
I'm on Tiny Build's side here, I think, just because Tiny Build had, I mean, the original article kind of said like, it breaks down like where the money's at, right? How many keys were stolen or whatever. But then they go on to say like, we don't want like these keys to be given back. We just like want G2A to like realize like what's happening, right? Because like they realize
you know.
So, I was gonna say they realize like if they like retract these keys, that like people who thought they bought these keys legitimately are gonna like not have a game anymore. So like that's not the route they want to go.
Well, you know how sketchy G2A is, honestly.
Yeah, and it is very sketchy.
I don't really think they're all that sketchy. I mean, they're a gray market site, but
yeah, but they don't. There's no like confirming that they're not stolen keys and shit like that. It's basically free reign for users to list whatever they want.
That's kind of why there's both G2A sold keys as well as user sold keys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I'd put more faith in the G2A sold keys, I guess, just being from another country being sold for cheap, or from game cards or whatever. Or what have you.
I'm just saying this is not the first time that people have accused G2A of this.
Right, so. Right.
And here's the thing. Like, G2A's playing it off and like, oh no, we can't assume that people are selling, like, stolen keys. And they can't, but like, they also have to realize that, like, the statistics are there that the majority of the people selling keys on G2A do have stolen keys. Like, it's not
right, but that's kind of like accusing eBay or Craigslist of saying, "Hey, you're hosting stolen content." I mean,
yeah.
Do people go after eBay and Craigslist for that? I mean, they might try, but it's kind of
a similar
thing.
I see where you're coming from. I don't know. This is, I mean, it's definitely a moral gray area where like you're like.
I mean, how do you know that half the game keys on our GameSwap aren't stolen?
No.
You don't.
Yeah, I agree.
But people still use that. That's still a gray market because it's not an official source. So.
I hear you.
I don't know. There's two sides of the story, and I guess from what I've read, it seems like G2A is trying to work with them, but they don't. But Tiny Build doesn't want to. But I see where Tiny Build is coming from, where they're hesitant on giving them a list of keys.
Yeah. Plus, I think this all kind of came about because G2A and Tiny Build, I think G2A approached Tiny Build saying like, "Hey, we want to sell your keys." Like G2A actually wants like the G2A approved ones because that's how it works, right? Yeah. They buy the keys from Tiny Build and then they resell, like G2A does. And then Tiny Build was like, "No." And then they wrote this article like, "Hey, G2A, this is like why we're not going to." I think that's kind of how it started. I don't know. I see Tiny Build's reasoning for not wanting to and like not wanting to work with them, and I see the side like you said, like G2A.
Really?
I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
I don't know.
Is that the like signal for "Hey Matt, shut up, you're talking too much"? Is that what it is now?
Train derailed.
God. No,
train derailed.
I see the side of G2A like too, so I don't know. It's definitely, you're right. It's two sides of the story, but I don't think anybody's in the wrong here though either. So I don't know.
It's well, I mean, the thieves are in the wrong, but
obviously the people stealing the keys are wrong.
Yeah.
What the hell is all over the Excel sheet right now? I just opened it up. Poop yogurt, the word everywhere. What the hell? You're kidding me.
I got bored of you talking.
God damn it. How many rows down does this go? 183 rows? You're joking.
Forever.
Alright. Just move on. So apparently I talked too long on that.
So that's our game news and announcements. Yeah. We'll go on to our rumors now. Titanfall 2, this has kind of been mostly confirmed now. Titanfall 2 maps and modes will be free, but the speculated part where they'll get their actual revenue, they haven't officially announced yet, but people are thinking like cosmetics or like the cards or power-ups or something like that, maybe they might sell as packs. So,
I'm honestly fine with microtransactions in that capacity because it's kind of like how Overwatch does.
Yep. I was just gonna say this is the
my
new
issue
model.
TF2 and fucking everything nowadays are going.
As long as they're giving away free maps and modes along with it, then I think that's totally justified.
It's kind of the CS:GO model. I mean, it kind of started with CS:GO, like selling the skins for the guns, right? And that's kind of how this all.
I thought it started with TF2 with hats. Honestly.
Oh, well. Yeah, that might be right.
That might be true.
Because that's a cosmetic item. I don't know which one came first. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
TF2 definitely came out before CS:GO.
I mean the hats thing, because TF2 didn't always sell hats.
Yeah.
TF2 had hats when I started on Steam, and CS:GO came out after that. So
okay, so it started with TF2. Sorry, but yeah, I like this model though because it doesn't give you a competitive advantage in any way.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
And it doesn't force you to buy
really
things.
Care.
At least as long as I'm not
spend a bunch of money. It's like Overwatch. I'm not going to buy a bunch of freaking skins, but
yeah.
At least I get all the other shit free. So
I like.
This is that one you really want.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like all the Reaper skins. Anyway, I like this better than like them selling DLC and like. I know I'm really hyped for Battlefield 1, but like. That game with all the DLCs ended up costing like $120. You know what I mean? And then that's obviously if you want to get all the DLCs, but like, I'd rather have them do this.
Yeah,
and I think Titanfall
would be a smarter move.
Yeah, I think Titanfall is like the perfect game to do this too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it'll help it shape up against Infinite Warfare as well. Like,
I think so too.
People aren't going to want to spend that much money. So.
Yep, I agree with that.
All right, so our next thing is that the South Park creators, Matt Stone and Trey Parker,
There you go.
They stated that they think video games might actually be the future of the franchise, so I think they're maybe talking about when South Park is finally over, which I think is still a little ways away, because they were renewed for another, like, 3 seasons, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a ways away.
But if it ever does die, I think they're going to continue the series through video games. So I think we're going to get a lot more than just Fractured But Whole for a while. So.
I feel like they'd be a little bit, or be able to do a little bit more even then, just with the concepts and stories and topics they want to cover.
Definitely. If that's their main focus instead of even thinking about the show, for sure. They could make something pretty epic, especially if I don't know. My worry is it'll become a yearly release is all, but because you know how quickly they make each episode in a week, right?
Yeah. Maybe they'll go episodic video games.
Yeah, they could.
That would actually be.
Ooh, that's smart. That might be.
You heard it here again, folks.
I was gonna say that might be what they were talking about.
Heard it here first.
They might make like a season of shows, but with episodes in them. Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
So.
I can see that happening.
So yeah.
All right. Next up, Bethesda says that Bethesda Game Studios, not Bethesda publisher. So like the people that make Skyrim and Fallout.
Who's Bethesda? I never heard of them.
Two upcoming games are as big as Skyrim and Fallout. I think that was said by Pete Hines. I think maybe said that. But it kind of made it sound like in the article that I read about this. That these 2 other games are going to come out before the next Elder Scrolls, which it seems insane to me because that would mean like it's going to be like 6 to 8 more years of like no Elder Scrolls game.
But at the same time, what the hell, Todd Howard? Todd Howard? Is it Todd Howard?
God Howard, yeah.
God Howard, yeah. He confirmed. He actually did confirm they're working on the next Elder Scrolls. So
they did, and he did. So. Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't say when that was going to be released, though. He basically said not anytime soon.
I think they're going to be releasing games quicker based on the fact that we know that they're working on at least 3 games now. So
yeah. Well, and we had this discussion before, Ron, about how Bethesda Game Studios, how big they actually are, and like I don't know, Chase might not know this, but like Skyrim, there's I think like a total of 100 people that actually worked on Skyrim throughout its life cycle. So that's like, That's not a lot of people.
That's actually not.
Not?
Compared
No, that's
to
an
Ubisoft
extremely
or,
small amount.
EA,
Yeah,
Really?
like
which
Ubisoft,
have
Ubisoft,
like a couple thousand.
Ubisoft
Jesus.
Montreal like has like 10,000 employees itself, and I understand that Ubisoft Montreal is probably making more than one game at a single time, but like, yeah, Bethesda is really small compared to other, and I think they've probably doubled, if not tripled in size by now since Skyrim. But yeah, it's still insane that they're gonna be coming out with 2 different games as big as Skyrim and Fallout. So,
That's crazy. And one of them is Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Well, they said 2 games outside of.
Outside of,
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You just said
So
as big as Skyrim and Fallout,
two new IPs, I think.
He said new IPs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say. I don't think I said new
okay.
IPs, but in the article or
Yeah.
the guy talking
Okay.
about it said new IPs.
Yeah.
God, Matt.
Sorry,
What the hell, Matt?
I don't have it
What
up
the-
in front of
what the
me.
hell?
Jesus, this
What
is
are
going
you
off of
doing?
like I read this like a week
What
ago.
are you doing?
So sorry.
The other final rumor we have is that Nintendo has stated in, I think it was like a press release or something, they just said that a new kind of Mario is coming. So they just talked about how they want to keep it kind of the same approachable Mario that everyone's already known, but I think they're going to start trying some new stuff, especially with NX. So if
Super Mario
anything-
64 too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. If anything, I think it confirms they're definitely working on a 3D Mario. I guess that doesn't have to be 3D, but a Mario for NX.
New kind of Mario, the 4D Mario.
I was going to say 40.
Fourth dimension.
But yeah, I don't know. This is pretty. I don't know if it's big news because we don't know anything about it, but I think it's really interesting.
It's interesting to speculate on what they're going to end up
Yeah,
doing with it.
I don't know.
Because I don't.
Guys,
From the sound
I
of
know what
it-
it is. I know what it is. Tom Clancy's.
Oh
Super Mario.
my God, Tom Clancy's Super Mario. How come I didn't think of that?
People were
Of course
joking that
that's
they
what's
might be
coming
making
out.
a Mario FPS or something.
Be weird. Eh?
A
I can see
Mario?
it, Plants
How?
vs. Zombies.
Huh?
Who?
Huh? You mean first person punching, not first person shooting?
A first-person boxer. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they'll have the fire flower.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Come on.
My bad.
Matt.
But yeah.
All right.
Should be interesting. So, guys, what's coming out in the next week for games?
Well, Mario and Sonic.
Games and things.
Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games on
Oh my
June
God.
24th. Of course,
I
it's
think
a
I
Wii U
saw-
exclusive.
I think I saw like Nintendo and Sega tweeting each other the other night.
Yeah.
Random images from it.
I actually don't know anything about the Olympic games.
They're
'cause they've
basically
been
like
doing them for a
Mario
while.
Party type games. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually kind of fun. I played one of them on Wii a long time ago. But they always get kind of average reviews. It's just like random little mini games.
Is
with
Michael
both
Phelps
characters
in the game?
so.
Because if Michael Phelps was in the game,
No.
No.
But Michael
I-
Phelps versus Mario would be freaking awesome.
well, you know, Michael Phelps like raced Shaq, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. Anyway, can I make a me that looks like Michael Phelps and use him in the game?
Probably.
I'm saying that's a yes. So Michael Phelps is confirmed in the game. All right.
Confirmed. Michael
Confirmed
Phelps
Michael Phelps.
confirmed.
And one of the other games coming out, well, the only other game coming out on June 24th is Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE.
# FE, Ron. Come on.
Yeah, I was
Lee.
going to say.
Yeah.
I don't, well, I read
Maybe
it more
it's
as
sharp.
a hashtag because
Maybe it is
it's like
sharp.
a Japanese thing. Yeah,
Sharp
sharp.
fee.
Oh, no. Oh, never mind. I was going to say Cross, but I think that's Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's actually Xenoblade Chronicles Cross, you know, right?
Wait, what?
Come on, Ron.
Did you not know that?
No, that's insane. Why? Just call it X like a normal person.
Because that's
What
just
did-
how Japan
God,
does
Japan.
stuff, man. You're alienating half of our listener base right now.
yeah.
They all live in Japan.
They all live. Are they Japanese
But-
dubbing these podcasts? Because I kind of want to hear what the Japanese Matt sounds like.
Oh my god.
Good God.
But anyway, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, it's basically a crossover between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem. So,
Okay.
from what I hear, it's not similar to really either of them in terms of gameplay. So, I heard
But it's a
it's more
crossover.
similar to SMT, but not to Fire Emblem. It just has characters from both in it. So, I've actually heard it's pretty good, so I just don't really have an interest in super JRPGs. So,
oh,
you
come
better
on now.
get interested.
You better.
Yeah.
All right.
I better.
Another game, and this is coming out the 28th of June. 7 Days to Die, which is releasing on PS4 and Xbox One. So,
Dank memes.
that should be interesting.
Yep. Neato burrito. Up next, we got God Eater Resurrection, also releasing on June 28th for the PS4 and PS Vita.
I think it's like a slasher kind of game.
Yeah.
I think it originated on the PS Vita, but I don't remember. I remember people talking about it when I had my Vita, so... Another game coming out is Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Oh, these games after Tokyo Mirage Sessions are coming out June 28th, by the way.
We mentioned that, Rob.
I think we did.
No, you didn't.
That's the
no,
third
you
time.
didn't.
All right, go for it.
Okay, well, now we all know. Well, yeah, Force Awakens,
yeah.
Lego Star Wars. I don't know. Should be interesting to see if it's good or not.
That's interesting that it's releasing on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And the PS
suppose
Vita.
it was easy enough for them to port to it, so...
Yeah.
They like to reach as many people as possible, so...
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, another game. Prison Architect, June 28th. Xbox One and PS4. This game's already out on PC and has been for a while. I bought it early access on PC, actually.
Yeah, I have it as well. I can't imagine this being very playable on console.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be hard.
Yeah, with the controller and not a mouse, I think it just... I don't know. But people play like Tropico and stuff on consoles, so there's a market for these games on there. I don't know.
Which is bizarre to me, yeah.
Yeah. Up next, also on June 28th, Resident Evil 5 for PS4 and Xbox One.
Ports!
I'm actually surprised this wasn't out on PS4, Xbox One before, but... Cause
I don't think...
Haven't they come out with Resident Evil 6?
Yeah, I'm
already?
saying this is... But that was also on PS3, I believe. So
Resident Evil 6.
I think they're just slowly porting everything.
Yeah, so don't worry, that one's probably next.
Yeah, they've actually been remaking like Resident Evil 1 and 2 and Revelations and shit like that, and porting them to the next gen too. So
Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 is on PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah. Okay.
Is Resident Evil 4? Because I feel like that one people care more about.
I don't know. I know they just got a remastered on PC, didn't it? Or like, kind of like remastered.
I think so. They released it on PC like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
I don't think platforms PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if it's released, but it's on the wiki, so.
Huh.
Everything is true on the wiki.
Everything is true on wiki.
Anyway, final game coming out June 28th is Terraria.
On the Wii
U. It's releasing for the Wii U, finally.
So. I think that's actually...
Now it's like on everything, yeah.
That should be really interesting with the gamepad. I don't know.
I think that,
they could do some really cool things with it.
For that.
Just like Minecraft could... I don't know if Minecraft
I think
does.
more RTSs and games like that should be on Wii U. I feel like they'd actually work pretty well. So.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah.
All right. Gaming sales.
We got gaming sales,
yeah.
Mm.
So I'll let Chase talk about this next game on the gaming sale.
Nah, you guys should do this one.
Doom Demo Extended. I actually uninstalled the Doom Demo because I beat the first level. And that's all it is. But I don't know when it's extended to.
They didn't specify.
Maybe they'll just... I don't know why they're not just leaving it on there forever.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet it's
That's what some people are wondering if they're going to do, because people were saying that as well. Like, that because they talked about the whole, the spirit of shareware, which is what Doom was, how it got its popularity originally. And so people were like, well, it's not really the spirit of shareware if you just take it down after a week, so they kind of might leave it up. I heard.
I actually wouldn't be surprised. And I'm actually surprised more games aren't doing demos like this either. Because, like, I remember buying games because of demos, like, when I was younger.
The thing was, the reason it stopped was because developers and publishers were saying, oh, it takes too much, or it takes too much extra time to develop, and that's wasted money, and blah, blah, blah. But as you can see from the Doom demo, I'm pretty sure their sales spiked because of the demo.
Yeah,
like, it made me want to buy it. That's for sure.
A lot of people are on the fence, and they're like, "Oh, after playing the demo, my computer can handle it, or this game actually is really fun." And
exactly.
So,
yeah.
I think whatever. All right.
And then
go for it.
I was gonna say we also already kind of mentioned it that the Steam sale started today, so Runs until July 4th. It's the summer picnic sale, and it is the same format as the winter sale, in which every single game is the same price. They just have different highlights each day, where they kind of just show different games.
Gone are the days of flash sales.
I know. I think, like we were talking about, I think that has a lot to do with the refund policy now.
Yeah, and also has a lot to do with kind of the mediocreness of the Steam sale, because developers don't want their game.
Say they don't want on sale for 2 full weeks for like a super cheap price. So.
And that's what the flash sale was. Is like, oh yeah, you can get our game for $5 for the next 6 hours, but afterwards you're gonna have to pay $10 instead. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever. It is what it is.
I heard that.
Yeah. The Cat Podcast is back again.
The Cat Cast.
The Cat Cast. Alright, so
Cast.
Move on to some other tech news. The NVIDIA Tesla P100 gets PCIe version. 18.7 teraflops, half precision performance.
Basically, it's their Tesla line, kind of. It's their server workstation cards.
Oh, okay.
But that's fucking insane.
That's a lot of flops. That's a lot of floppiness.
That's a lot of floppiness. That's a lot of floppiness.
That's a lot of floppy drives. Like, think of how many floppy drives that would take. It's floppy drives.
So many floppy drives.
Probably 18.7
tera floppy drives.
Tera floppy drives. I was trying to think of like what tera would be. Trillion, right?
Pterodactyl floppy drives.
No, it's more than trillion.
Trillion floppy drives.
I don't know. Whatever.
But you can kind of compare that to the Titan X's single precision floating point at 7 teraflops.
Yeah, boy.
So that's still a lot though.
Or my 1080, which is like 8 or 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. So the P100 architecture is going to be pretty badass for... It's not a gaming card, of course, but for server workstations. And I mean, you could, because it's a PCI version now, so if you really want to...
If you really want to spend a lot of money on...
yeah, like, that's going to be
like
several grand.
I was going to say like 2,000 or so, I'm sure.
Yeah, at least. I'm sure more, because it's a Tesla. Up next, the Tesla Model S doubles as a boat in a pinch.
Oh, hold on here. What?
I don't know if you guys saw the video.
No,
yeah, I didn't see the video, but I heard about it.
Oh, there was a video of a guy driving through a flooded tunnel. There were a bunch of cars stalled out around him, so he just drove around them in his Tesla.
Is this also the car that like clears the air around you if it's like nuclear or something?
What?
Tesla has a car that like if there's like bad air, like radiation or something in the air, it like legitimately clears the air like in the cabin and around the car.
Since this is like their most expensive model, I would assume that that's what you're talking
about. Like they put it like they put the car in like this room with like I think it was like the equivalent of like 5 nuclear bombs in the air. Like that's how dense like the radiation or like the I don't know if you want to call it radiation, but the bad particles were in there. Yeah, the dankness of the air and how bad it was. But they said it took like 3 hours and the air was like at a breathable point or whatever.
So I don't see anything on like radiation scrubbing in a Model S.
Matt's drunk.
I think you're making shit up.
Using dank drunkness.
Dank drunkness. But yeah, that was a statement by Elon Musk, by the way, that it can double as a boat in a pinch, pretty much. I don't think that was exact words, but close enough.
I think Matt is frantically Googling to try to prove you wrong.
No, I'm not trying to prove you wrong. I don't know. I read that somewhere. Maybe the place I read it was dank.
On conspiracyforums.org.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Whatever.
Anyway, we'll move on while you try to learn.
No, I'm not. I'm just letting me look like a dumbass on the podcast. Okay. It's fine. People are like,
I thought that was cool because
if we ever get a comment, it's gonna be like, "What the fuck is Matt talking about?"
That Matt kid's a real fucking
like,
idiot, isn't he?
He's an idiot, isn't he?
He's a fucking nutter.
God, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so for the last tech news we got, apparently Microsoft Edge is the best browser in terms of battery life. It's 70% better than Chrome, 43% better than Firefox, and 17% better than Opera.
It's pretty interesting.
Which is
Well,
I don't know. I wonder how it compares in CPU or like computing power and stuff.
Well, it's going to be better than Chrome and everything because Chrome's just a power.
Well, Chrome is pretty beastly, but Firefox I know is really good about
Opera
that. So.
really surprises me because Opera's like advertised as like the streamlined, like browser kind of, right? So
yeah.
I don't know.
But they do have a lot of old code in there too, and Edge was just rewritten.
That's true. So yeah,
they're kind of basing on new architecture and efficiency.
So you're saying I should maybe put the Edge icon back on my desktop and use it, or should I just
go for it if you want?
Should I just delete it forever?
I won't, but I don't know.
I use Firefox. If you care about battery life, I guess.
I've never even sort of tried to use it, so I wouldn't know. All right, what are you guys planning to play next week?
Games.
Ron the machine.
Ron the machine.
I'm gonna beat Unravel. I wanted to beat it tonight, but I had a kind of a late day at work, so probably tomorrow I'll beat that. I'd also like to beat Uncharted 3 over the weekend. I've heard it's only like 9 hours long, so I'll probably spend a good portion of my weekend playing that. And then probably early next week, I want to try to beat this game called Beat Buddy: Tale of the Guardian, which I have on Steam.
Oh God!
I have. I don't know anything about it. I just saw a trailer a long time ago. Thought it looked interesting. So, and then I'll probably play some Overwatch as always, and possibly some Rocket League since I'm kind of enjoying ranking up again because I got ranked into Challenger. So,
ooh,
like everyone got ranked into Challenger, even Kurnavi did. So,
don't.
Are you like coming over there?
No, I'm just saying don't go back into the Rocket League because it's pretty soon.
I'm not planning on playing a bunch of it.
Pretty soon you'll be playing it for like 20 hours a week, like you were.
No.
Not getting sleep.
And you'll sound like me with Doom.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
I played Rocket League again.
It'll have to be renamed to Diamonds, Demons, and Rocket Cars.
It's terrible. You should just end it.
Trash.
Just never play again.
Trash.
Alright. I guess I'm planning to play Witcher 3, Pokemon Black, probably some Duck Game, and Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I forgot Duck Game. I'll play Duck Game too.
How dare you?
Duck Game.
I do Duck Game.
Quack, 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 quack.
Quacky, quacky.
There's a quack button, and that makes me happy.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna quack so much.
Oh god.
Oh god. So as for me, I'm probably gonna play Saints Row 3 and Duck Game.
Dank memes.
And that
probably Doom.
I was gonna say that.
I was gonna say. I was so excited for a minute.
I gotta beat Nightmare, alright? And then I'll probably be done, because fuck Ultra Nightmare.
Oh, no, you're gonna play Ultra Nightmare.
You're gonna start Ultra Nightmare.
Come on now.
Just to see what it's like.
No, I've done the first level of Ultra Nightmare already, so I already got that achievement.
What the hell?
God, that was
All
disgusting. Right. What am I doing?
Thank God we're about done here. Jesus.
Oh, people hate this.
Yeah, people hate us already. Now they're gonna. All the Japanese viewers are finally done because
they're gonna be like
Ron
Americans, fucking belching Americans, sick bastards
with their meowing cats in the background. Their cats are loud and noisy.
The Cat Podcast. All right, is that it? Is that everything for the week?
I think that's all the memes we have for you today, folks.
All right. Do you want to thank the person with the song and stuff?
Oh yeah. What's the? Oh no, I never
brought it up. My bad.
No, I know. Yeah, I just want to thank MDK for letting us use his song "Press Start." You can visit him on Facebook at MDK Official or on Twitter at the same MDK Official. So
thanks, MDK. You the real MVP.
Woo!
That's all I gotta
say. Also, shout out to my friend Chandler who just messaged me right now and said, "Give me a shout out on the podcast."
What up, Chandler?
He's gonna be famous now.
What up, Ching Chang?
What?
That's his name, Ching Chang.
That's his name.
Because it's Chandler. Get it? It makes no sense. That's why it's funny.
It doesn't.
I was expecting like a Friends reference in there or something, but no, it just was random.
No, it's just random.
Okay. All right.
No, dank memes.
Well,
is that it, boys?
See you guys next week. maybe.
All right.
If you come back.
You want to ring us out, Chase, with your words?
Oh, I sure can.
With your words.
Good luck, good night, and as always, squirrel squirt.
Bye.
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 Press start.